Hello, everybody. So, today I had some exciting news for you. Apple is planning on releasing a budget MacBook. Now, if you happen to be in the market for an Apple computer, you definitely want to be on the lookout for this one because it is going to let you get a MacBook for cheaper than we've ever had one, at least brand new. So, I wanted to share all that information and even a video in case you're in the market for a MacBook. So, as you can see, Apple's budget MacBook, the affordable laptop you've been waiting for. And they're planning on pricing this thing at $599. Now, Apple is reportedly preparing to launch a budget friendly MacBook in 2026, marking a significant evolution in its product strategy. This new device is designed to appeal to students, casual users, and first time buyers by offering a combination of affordability, performance, and usability. With advanced processors, a lightweight design, and vibrant color options, this entry level MacBook could redefine what consumers expect from affordable laptops. By targeting a broader audience, Apple is poised to expand its ecosystem and attract users who may have previously considered other brands. This move not only strengthens Apple's position in the laptop market, but also introduces a new standard for entry level devices. The video below from Tech Town gives us more details on what to expect from the budget friendly MacBook. But here's just some of the information about the processor. Advanced processors for everyday efficiency. At the heart of this MacBook lies Apple's innovative A series processors, with speculation suggesting the inclusion of either the A18 Pro or the more advanced A19 Pro chip. Now, these processors, derived from Apple's mobile architecture, promise to deliver efficient performance tailored to everyday computing needs. The A18 Pro is expected to offer performance comparable to Apple's M1 chip, making sure smooth multitasking, energy efficiency, and reliable operation for common tasks. And the A19 Pro, if they decide to go with that one, could take performance a step further, delivering faster processing speeds, enhanced power management, and improved responsiveness for slightly more demanding applications. Now, paired with 12 gigabytes of unified memory, which is slightly less than what they put in the Mac Mini because they put 16 gigabytes in it, but they're going to pair it with 12 gigabytes of memory here. This MacBook is designed to handle a wide range of activities, including document editing, web browsing, video streaming, and light creative work. But they do, and I'm even going to stress the light creative work because if you even start editing videos, you need a minimum of 16 gigabytes, maybe even 32 gigabytes of memory just to be able to handle those video editing tasks. But it also depends on how much video editing you're doing as well. 16 may be plenty, 24 would be great, 32 would be optimal. Now, this ensures that users can enjoy a seamless experience without compromising on performance, even at a lower price point. Now, it is a portable design with practical features. The MacBook is expected to feature a 13-inch display, offering an ideal balance between portability and usability. This compact size makes it particularly suitable for students and professionals who require a lightweight device for productivity on the go. Now, Apple's attention to design and functionality ensures that this MacBook will meet the needs of users seeking both convenience and style. Now, some of the key design highlights are USB C ports for compatibility with a wide range of accessories and peripherals, making sure versatility in connectivity. Data transfer speeds are going to be capped at 10 gigabits per second, though, and it's a practical trade-off to maintain affordability without compromising essential functionality. So even at 10 gigabytes, that's going to be good. But if you really want the blazing speed, you're going to have to bump it up to a MacBook Pro that's going to have the M5 chip or M4 chip, depending on which model you purchase. And then it would go up to 40 gigabits a second. Now, playful color options such as silver, blue, pink, and yellow, catering to younger users and those who value personalization in their devices. Now, these features make the MacBook a practical and stylish choice for users who prioritize ease of use and portability while still benefiting from Apple's signature design quality. And the target audience and market appeal. Apple's entry level MacBook is strategically designed to attract a diverse range of users. Its affordability, combined with its performance and portability, make it an appealing option for several key groups. Students who need a reliable and lightweight device for schoolwork, note taking, and on the go productivity. Casual users that are seeking a simple, efficient laptop for everyday tasks such as web browsing, video streaming, and email management. And first time buyers looking for an accessible entry point into Apple's ecosystem without the higher price tag of premium models. Now, while this MacBook may not cater to power users or professionals requiring advanced features, it fills a critical gap in Apple's lineup by offering a capable and budget friendly option. And this strategic positioning allows Apple to compete more effectively in the entry level market, broadening its appeal to a wider audience. Now, potential impact on the laptop market. Apple's decision to enter the budget laptop segment has the potential to disrupt the market in several significant ways. By using its expertise in processor design and software optimization, Apple is well positioned to deliver a device that outperforms many competitors in the same price range. If equipped with the A19 Pro, this MacBook could set a new benchmark for entry level laptops by combining advanced performance capabilities that rival higher priced alternatives. Apple's renowned design and build quality, making sure durability and aesthetic appeal, and competitive pricing that makes the device accessible to a broader audience. Now, this move not only broadens Apple's customer base, but also pressures other manufacturers to innovate and improve their offering in the affordable laptop space. By introducing a high quality, budget friendly option, Apple could reshape consumer expectations for entry level devices, further solidifying its influence in the tech industry. Now, the launch timeline and availability. The new MacBook is anticipated to launch in March of 2026, with a potential alternative release window in October of the same year. Now, this timeline aligns with Apple's established product cycles, allowing the company to refine the device and ensure it meets the high standards expected by its customers. By targeting a 2026 release, Apple positions this MacBook as a compelling option for students and casual users planning their next device purchase. The timing of this launch also coincides with back to school season and holiday shopping period, maximizing its appeal to budget conscientious buyers. As the release date approaches, anticipation for this MacBook is likely to grow, further highlighting its potential to make a significant impact in the affordable laptop market. Now, I did have that video for you that I wanted to share with you, so here it is, and I'll be right back in a moment.
For months now, the idea of a more affordable MacBook has been quietly gaining momentum, and if the latest chatter is anything to go by, Apple could be preparing something far more exciting than initially expected. Early leaks suggested that this upcoming lower-cost MacBook, rumored to arrive in early 2026, would be powered by an iPhone-class processor rather than a traditional M-series chip. But the bigger question has always been this: which chip exactly? Initially, most reports pointed toward the A18 Pro. Well-known Apple supply chain analyst Ming-Chi Kuo stated that the entry-level MacBook would use the A18 Pro, the same chip introduced with the iPhone 16 Pro lineup. That view was soon reinforced by additional findings from MacRumors contributor Aaron Paris, as well as reports from DigiTimes, all aligning around the A18 Pro as Apple's likely choice for the first generation of this machine. And to be fair, even with the A18 Pro, this MacBook would already be in a strong position. The A18 Pro delivers performance that's broadly comparable to Apple's original M1 chip, a processor that, even today, continues to power millions of Macs reliably. So from a baseline performance perspective, Apple would already be offering something very capable, especially for students, casual creators, and everyday productivity users. But here's where things get interesting. A recent post on the Chinese social media platform Weibo from an account known as Mobile Phone Chip Expert claims that Apple is actively considering using the newer A19 Pro chip instead. This isn't just random speculation either. The same source previously reported that at least one iPhone 17 model would ship with 12 gigabytes of RAM, a claim that later gained traction. So there's a track record here that makes this worth paying attention to. If Apple does make the jump to the A19 Pro, it would instantly elevate this affordable MacBook from being a budget-friendly option to something genuinely disruptive. The A19 Pro would not only be faster than the A18 Pro, but it would also bring meaningful gains in efficiency and multitasking headroom. And perhaps even more importantly, it would likely come with 12 gigabytes of unified memory, compared to the 8 gigabytes found on the A18 Pro. Apple has already set a new baseline across its Mac lineup, with most new models starting at 16 gigabytes of memory. The only Mac still sold with 8 gigabytes of RAM is the aging M1 MacBook Air, which is now more of a legacy option than a forward-looking product. So if Apple wants this new MacBook to feel modern, long-lasting, and aligned with the rest of its ecosystem, the A19 Pro with higher memory capacity makes far more sense. From a positioning standpoint, it also sends a strong message. Instead of launching a cut-down Mac, Apple would be delivering a highly efficient, next-generation laptop that just happens to be more affordable. Now, there are a few trade-offs worth acknowledging. Both the A18 Pro and A19 Pro lack native Thunderbolt support, which means this MacBook would rely on standard USB-C ports. Visually, they'd look identical to Thunderbolt ports, but data transfer speeds would likely be capped at 10 Gbps. Still, for the target audience of this MacBook, those compromises are unlikely to be deal-breakers, especially when weighed against the benefits of improved efficiency, strong CPU and GPU performance, and excellent battery life. Display-wise, expectations are also shaping up nicely. Kuo suggests the MacBook will feature a 13-inch display, which hits a sweet spot between portability and usability. Even better, Apple is reportedly considering a more playful set of color options, including silver, blue, pink, and yellow, hinting that this MacBook could appeal strongly to students and first-time Mac buyers. As for timing, March 2026 appears to be the most likely launch window, as it's one of Apple's most familiar timeframes for introducing new Mac hardware. If that doesn't happen, October 2026 remains a strong alternative, since Apple traditionally announces major Mac updates in the fall, keeping the door open for a late 2026 reveal. Either way, the direction is clear. Whether Apple officially confirms the A19 Pro or not, the possibility alone signals something important. This is not just a cheaper MacBook. It's a strategic expansion of Apple's Mac lineup, potentially powered by one of its most advanced mobile chips yet. And if the A19 Pro does end up inside this machine, it could redefine what an entry-level MacBook really means.
So I thought that would be interesting and also helpful in case you need to have a budget MacBook so that you can use it for school or just taking notes or browsing the web, whatever you're going to do with it. This is going to be great because it's going to be a lot cheaper than our current options, and you can take it with you wherever you go. Now, if you do happen to have any questions, or maybe you just like me to go into a little bit more depth about this, please let me know down below in the comments, and I will do my best to get back to you. And if there's a video, topic, article, anything you'd like me to make a video on, please let me know that down below in the comments as well, and I will do my best to create that video for you. And if you found this helpful and you'd like to support this channel, I left a link in the video description where you can buy me a cup of coffee if you'd like to. And as always, because you all do such a great job, if you can, hit that like and subscribe button so I can keep putting up more great content like, have you heard that Apple is going to be making a budget MacBook and it's going to be very cost effective but also quick? And I'll be more than happy to keep putting up all this great content for you all. Thanks so much, everybody. I really appreciate you all. I hope you have a great day. Take care. God bless. And I'll see you all next time. Bye.